Alright, so that's running. Now I need to see if I can actually drive iRacing or if it's going to absolutely crash my game. Can I find out? Oh, cooked that way too much. I haven't driven a Mola yet without a racing line, so I'm trying to. And I'm in the grass. Trying to figure out where the breaking points are.
I hold on, I can't hear you, Mitchell. You're really quiet.
Let me see. What else, Mike?
All right, try saying something again.
Is that better?
There you go. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my breaking points because I haven't driven without a racing line yet.
Oh, yeah, this track's got some weird ones.
Yeah, I got down to the 146s the other night.
Some of these guys are insane. I don't know how they're doing 143s and
Yeah, if they're doing 143s during qualifying and during and all that, then I'm absolutely screwed. I'm not gonna be able to race a Mola.
well, 143. I think the cutoff time's like 149 or something like that. So if you just have consistency, it'll.
Gotcha. Not really sure what happened there.
Oh my gosh, I can't get the understeer with this car to. Just can't figure out how to get it out.
I got a little ambitious there. I got ambitious and sent it in the wall. Yeah, the best, according to everything, the best lap I did the other day was 146.7.
It's not bad. 146.7.
Yeah,
It's good race pace.
yeah. I was hoping that I'm hoping that if I can run that during the race, then that won't be too far off of everybody.
Who are you driving with, or are you doing solo?
I'm driving with Nathan,
Okay.
but he's apparently been having issues with this track as well. But he and I are both around the same speed, so we've added an inside joke to our car, and we're wondering if anyone's gonna pick up on it.
On the paint?
Yeah, we've added two of them. One of them's a little bit more subtle than the other. I completely moved past that turn. Lost track of where the turn actually was. Some seems like iRacing's doing pretty good with stream running, which is good.
With what?
A stream running. Like I was
Oh,
trying. I figured while I was doing this, I'd see if I could run a stream while driving.
I see.
So I have no idea what it looks like on YouTube, but my laptop seems to be running fine. Dang it, overcooked that one. I'm having to wait on the track to catch up to Grant and try to keep up with him.
I'm driving pretty bad right now, so
I'm driving awful.
I don't like this. I can't get my setup how I like it. It's too understeery.
Hmm. Oh, we got somebody else to join. Did you watch the game last night?
Yeah, I went to most of it. What about you?
Yeah, I was there. Got soaked in the, what was it, third quarter when it started raining, second quarter.
Yeah.
I was already soaked from waiting in line, and then the rain picked back up. I was like, well, I was already wet, so I'm not even gonna bother
Yeah,
trying
I
to put my jacket back on.
was gonna say you're already there. Like, yeah.
Be good to see him play against an SEC team next weekend, but I'm hoping that Auburn's on the mend. I keep thinking that turn's wider than it is. Ah, I am facing the wrong way. I was doing good. I was gradually getting better and shaving time off my time, and then I decided to spin around backward.
All right. Let's see.
Hold it. Dang it. Stupid off track. Oh boy. Stay on track. This track has some really bad like markers for breaking points.
Yeah, it's half of the breaking points are like middle of apexes.
Well, that and there's nothing like super obvious on like the side of the track to help you brake. Like half the time, half of
Yeah.
these you have to brake after like their 50, 100 foot markers or whatnot. Ah,
Hey guys, give me a second. I'm working on some leaf stuff, so I'll be in a little bit, but a bit busy.
Sure.
dang it. Good thing the front of the Corvette can take a bunch of abuse. Between Watkins Glen, and Spa, we discovered that you can about bash the front of the Corvette at anything you want. As long as you don't have your wheels hit anything, you can pretty much just keep going.
Yeah, sounds like a good car for endurance then.
It's been my favorite so far. But I'm also a GM guy, so I did not cut the course. I fell off the course. Ow. The curves in this hurt.
I hate moving so much.
Huh.
God. Mitch, have you ever had to do any kind of lease signing stuff, or did your parents do that for you for freshman year?
They bought a trailer in Ridgewood, so we didn't really have to deal with any of that.
You lucky son of a gun.
Yeah, we found a trailer in Ridgewood, so they bought it, and so we just got to pay lot rent every month.
The good thing with my move is I will be literally just walking across the street.
Where are you going?
University corner. So literally the apartment complex right by Olaf.
I just did my fastest lap ever.
There you go.
It was you. Yeah, it was you behind me as I just set myself in McNarnia.
How does the car feel around Imola so far?
Which one?
I hate mine, but I don't know if you're
Anyway,
talking to me.
just either one, really.
Mine feels pretty good. I just did a 146.5.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's just driver skill right now because I haven't driven until today. I haven't driven without the driving line on this track, so I was trying to remember and figure out my braking points.
Grant, have you talked to Nathan anymore about the setup? He's actually turned into quite the setup guru. So
He really
Well,
has.
he wanted me
yeah,
to lower my spring rate, but I knew I'd looked at that, but I couldn't lower them anymore. So I stiffened up the rear anti-roll bar, softened the fronts. I added little bit extra downforce, but
and is it
so
you said is
far
it understeering or oversteering?
understeering.
Understeering. Okay, let me think about weight transfer a little bit because it might be if it's understeering. You haven't touched any camber
I
or
did a
toe?
little bit.
Okay. Have you touched toe?
No.
Okay. You might want to put a little bit of toe in just to kind of force the tires in on themselves a little more, make them a little more responsive, but not too much. That might help. If you've already changed the springs and anti-roll bars, there's really not much you can do. Can you adjust the rear wing?
Yep. I already brought it up a little bit more.
What about the front splitter?
I don't think you can. But after I set the slap hook on the garage and I can screen share.
Yeah, another thing you might want to consider is raising the rear springs up a little more to make the nose kind of point down a little more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Because I was kind of cheating the other day and I was looking at another Imola setup and I was just comparing to see what they had versus what I had changed so far. And I think the height was one of the things they would mess with.
Yeah, and once you get that set up, I'm gonna go a little more over this in the meeting, but the basic setup summaries. Nathan did a pretty elaborate one. I'm not looking for like a big paragraph, but if you could just do like ARB, like rear ARB, and then like semicolon and just the value and like a quick little thing of like why he did it. So you can literally just do ARB 15 reduce understeer. So something that simple because I felt bad because Nathan wrote up like entire paragraphs, and that's really not what I'm looking for. Just a basic little summary of changes you made. So when we have new people coming in and they're start working on their setups, they can look back and pick and choose between different setups and see why the setup
Wait, where
changes
did
were
he
made.
put a giant thing?
For the Corvette,
Oh,
he wrote a a long, really long like evaluation, which I felt really bad because it didn't need to be this long. Like he wrote 3 sentences for increase the front rear springs from 600 to 685 pounds. When all he really needed to do was just front springs, 685, and then just reduce understeer. So not trying to. I don't want this to seem like a big chore. So does that make sense?
If you think
yeah.
that was long, you should see the text streams between me and him in my Discord chat with him.
Wait, which setup was it that he did that for? Or was it in the Discord?
It was the Z06. He DM'd this to me.
Oh,
And I felt really bad because he says, "I hope that's what you're looking for." And I said, I almost want to say yes and a lot more, but
Now, if like I say, if
yeah,
you think that's a lot, I need to send you some screenshots of the DMs that he has with me.
yeah. So, but he definitely has got a knack for the setup part now, which is what I'm really looking for to building the team is a bit of an autonomy in that sort of area.
let's go. I got $15 back on my parlay that lost today. it's not been a good day so far. Oh, although this one's looking good. Oh, hey. All right. Just need a Cooper Cup to get 40 more yards and Chris Boswell to make another field goal.
How about for fantasy?
Yes, but also I got like a $25 free deposit thing for parlays. So I've never done sports gambling. It's the first weekend I've ever done it. So I just started throwing random stuff at a wall and saw what stuck.
Gotcha.
But it's kind of addicting, unfortunately. It's okay though. All right. So I lowered so what I did yesterday was I raised the rear end, lowered the front end of the car. Like I said, changed the front end tire, roll bar and rear, stiffen the back, loosen the front, and then I raised the wing angle. That's all I've done so far.
Okay. Have you looked at changing your driver line at all?
My what?
Your driving line?
Front, like for the track.
Yeah, because it may just be your approach to the turns themselves. Because if you've done all that and has it helped a little bit at least?
Yeah, it's better than where it was fixed. Yeah, maybe I suck at this track. Let me go back and look. It's just like 2 or 3 corners that it's just terrible, and I don't know if it's like. Let me.
Kind of get out there for a little bit.
I can't hear what you're saying. Broke up. Oh.
What were you saying?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're saying. You broke up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I definitely cut out there. What were you saying?
I said maybe I suck, but I was going back to just take a look at like a track guide and see if there's another way I can approach them.
Yeah. Have you shifted corner weights at all? Or any kind of ballast weights? Because if you shift the weight more to the front, it might help a little more with that.
No, and that's what I was just looking at, because the corner weight, like I've shifted the brake balance back a bit to help, but obviously that won't help in the high speed stuff.
Yeah.
Or at least as much. And then these dampers, I have no clue what any of this is, so I haven't touched any of it.
Dampers are similar to shocks. They help with the rebounding, if I remember correctly. So how fast the I guess wheel can go up and then release back down. And they're a lot easier to tune, I guess.
Yeah.
That was not a corner cut. Shut up.
That's why I love your paint scheme so much.
I appreciate it.
It looks sick.
Gotten pretty quick at making them.
Yeah, you have.
I was telling
I
Grant.
like the white arrow parts. I think that looks beautiful.
Yeah, actually, that was something wrong with, I guess, Photoshop, because the way Photoshop works is you can select the template and it'll have things color coded for you. So, like, it'll start out, red, green, blue, and then, like, if you want
Yeah.
everything red to be white, you'll click on it and it'll paint it white for you. Um, but for some reason, it kept painting all the arrow stuff. And so, instead of leaving the wing solid black, it kept painting the wing.
I'm not
And
complaining about it. I think the white wing looks beautiful.
and at first I wasn't sure about it, but then I kind of grew on me a little bit because I'm like, oh, that doesn't look awful because now I can put things on the wing and you can actually see it.
Yeah.
And so, and I was telling Grant I ended up putting some kind of hidden inside jokes between me and Nathan on the paint scheme for this one and the other one. I wish I could drive. Jesus. That's a those are curves.
Good save though.
Thanks.
I'm gonna try stiffening the rear springs and seeing if that does anything.
I don't think stiffening shouldn't really do too much.
I'm just kind of grasping for straws, I feel like. So the corner weight's 741 on the fronts and 909 on the back.
If you touched ride height, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I have the back at 2 inches and the front at 1.5.
You may want to reduce your rear downforce a little bit.
Let's try 7 degrees.
Because the whole point of what you're trying to do is to reduce rate on the rear to get it to swing out a little more.
Higher wing angle shifts the aero balance rearwards. Okay. Interesting. Let's try this. See how this feels.
Oh, coming in hot. Dang it.
Goodness, the rear wants to step out quick. That was weird.
So is it oversteering now?
No, I think it was just the way I came into that turn.
Okay.
That's like the first time I've had that moment in this car.
Take that as a good sign for right now.
Annoying is I can do fantastic in like one or two sections, and then I botch the rest. God dang it! All these turns are so flat. I don't know how that's not an off track. Took out like over half the curve.
Oh my gosh, was up 2/10.
Is it at least feeling a little better?
Yeah, it feels a bit better.
All right, that's good.
I carried too much speed through that. It killed me.
I think I lose time at that hairpin every single lap.
Hmm.
It's annoying to figure out. Come on. Makes you feel any better, Grant? I'm pretty sure the Corvette's being pretty understeery right now as well.
I mean, the good thing is it's not nearly as understeer as the Mercedes was, but yeah, I just personally don't like driving the understeer cars. It's just kind of
You typically want more of an oversteer car anyway when you're racing because it's easier to correct oversteer than it is to avoid a crash when you're understeering.
yeah.
Oh my god, I wish I could actually drive today. Like the other night, I was consistently shaving time off and just getting better and better and better. And today, it's just like I get one section right and I screw the other sections up.
That's racing.
God dang these curves. They're the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
It's like you get a little overconfident in a turn and you smack a curve and your heart's like, wee, I'm a spaceship.
Yeah, trying to get the power down when two of your wheels aren't even on the ground.
Yeah. Wee, and I just pulled off a sick drift into that turn. I'll wait over here for Grant to come past. Try to keep up with him for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Jeez, Nathan.
How did that do?
I wish I could get the car to actually turn. Get out of the wall. Gosh. Massacre. I can't figure out how to drive on this track and get better at getting consistent, then I'm not gonna be able to practice to drive because I cannot do anything.
Just got to keep turning laps. That's like the only thing that will, which sucks because it takes so much time. But
Yeah. I mean, I just ran 26 laps. Nathan, if we're running this paint, you need to update it. Because I added the inside joke to it.
Oh, shit. There we go.
I'm calling it quits. I'm just getting mad now.
So you heading out for good, Mitchell?
Yeah, I think so. And I got somewhere to be at 6. So
Well, thanks for coming out.
yeah, I'll keep practicing, hoping I can get get closer to the right time that I need to be at.
Nice.
So all right,
Take it easy.
I'll see y'all.